Okay, today I am going to discuss with you multiplying multi-digit numbers using lattice method. The previous days, I discussed multiplying multi-digit numbers using area model. Lattice method and area model are quite similar in the sense that in the area model, the first thing that you should do is draw a box. And in the lattice method, the first step that we should do is to draw also a box. And divide the box vertically or into columns depending on how many digits are there on your first factor. Like for example, I have here 347. 347 is a 3-digit number, so I divided my box into 3 columns. And my second number is 89, which is a 2-digit number, so I divided my box into 2 rows. The next thing that I would do is I have to divide my box diagonally into 2 parts. So I am going to draw dots on opposite corners. And I'm going to connect the dots to divide my box diagonally into 2 parts. I'm going to do that on all my boxes. So I'm going to connect this to divide my box diagonally into 2 parts. And I'm going to continue it here. I'm going to draw a dot also here. Okay. I'm going to do that on all my boxes. I'm going to divide my boxes into 2 equal parts diagonally. Okay. And I have the last box. Okay. You might be wondering why I extended the lines here. It is because after everything has been done, we are going to add the digits diagonally. So after dividing my boxes, I am going to write my numbers, but by this time, I'm not going to write my numbers in expanded form. Instead, I am going to write or separate them into digits. So I have my 3 here, 4, and 7. If you would notice, my digits are written within the space, not within the line. I would write my 89 here as 8 and 9. In the area model, we can write our second number either on the left side or on the right side. But using the lattice method, we write our numbers on the right side because we extend our lines here. And why? Okay, you'll learn that as we go on. As we multiply our numbers, the top half is the tens digit and the bottom half is the ones digit. Like for example, on this box, if you're going to look at the top, it's 7. On the side is 8. So if you multiply 7 and 8, that gives you 56. 56 and 56, the 5 is the tens digit, so I'm going to write it on the upper half. And 6 is the ones digit, so I'm going to write it on the bottom half. And we're going to do that on all the boxes. On this box, the top number is 7. The side number is 9. So 7 times 9 is 63. So I'm going to write my 6 here on the upper half and 3 at the bottom half. On this box, what do I see on the top? it's a 3. On the side is an 8. So what is 3 times 8? It is 24. So I'll be writing my 2 here and 4 at the bottom part. Okay? On the top of this box is a 4. On the side is 32. So I'm gonna write my 3 here and 2 at the bottom half. We still have 2 boxes left. So we continue. On the top of this is a 4. On the side is a 9. 4 times 9 is 36. So I'm going to write my 3 here and 6 at the bottom. And lastly, we have this box. If we look at the top, it's a 3. On this side, it's a 9. So 3 times 9 is 27. So I'm going to write my 2 on the upper half and 7 at the bottom half. So we filled up all our boxes. The next thing that we are going to do is to add all the numbers of the same diagonals. On my first diagonal, the number that I have here is a 3. So I will just write down the 3 here. On the second diagonal, I have 6, 6, and 6. I am going to add all of these numbers. So 6 plus 6 is a 12, plus 6 is an 18. 18 is a 2-digit number. So I would be writing my 8 here as my 1's digit. I am not going to write 18 here. 8 carry 1. I'm going to put my 1 here on the next diagonal. On this diagonal, I see 1, 5, 2, 3, and 7. So I am going to add all of these numbers. So 1 plus 5 is a 6, plus 2 is an 8, plus 3 is an 11, plus 7 is an 18. So I'm going to write my 8 here and carry 1 here. So I would be adding 1 plus 3 is a 4, plus 4 is an 8, plus 2 is a 10. So I'm going to write my 0 here, carry 1 here. And finally, I have 1 plus 2 is a 3. Okay. Now for my answer, I am going to copy all my outside numbers, starting from the side all the way to the bottom. So if I am going to do that, my first number is a 3, followed by 0, followed by 8, followed by 8, and 3. 347 times 89 using the lattice method gives me a product of 30,883. Okay, so as I have said earlier, using the lattice method is very much similar with using the area model. The difference is our numbers in the area model are written in expanded form. In the lattice method, we just separate the digits. In the area model, we don't divide our boxes diagonally. In lattice method, we divide diagonally, writing the 10's digit on the upper half and the 1's digit at the bottom half. Okay? So this is it, multiplying multi-digit numbers using lattice method. This is how it looks. Now, I am going to have 3 digits by 3 digits. But for now, we have 3 digits times 2-digit numbers. Okay? By this time, we are going to multiply 3-digit by another 3-digit number. Okay? Still using the lattice method. Okay? So, as you can see here, I divided my box into 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. It is because My first number is 567, which is a 3-digit number, times 329, which is also a 3-digit number. So I divided my box into 3 rows. Okay, so I created a box, divided the box into 3 columns because my first number has 3 digits, into 3 rows because my second number has 3 digits. And I am going to divide my small boxes into 2 parts diagonally. So I would have a guide by drawing dots on the opposite corners and then connect the dots. Okay, so I have also here, I'll just draw dots and connect the dots. And I'm going to do that on all my boxes. Okay. And finally, we have this box. Okay. And I'm going to write my 5 here within the space, 6 and 7. I will write my 3, 2, and 9. Okay. Then I would multiply the top and the side numbers of each box. On this box, the top is 7, the side is 3, so 7 times is 21, so I would write 2, 1. As I have said earlier, the top half is the tens digit and the bottom half is the ones digit. So 7 times 2 in this box is 14, so 1, 4. Top is 7, side is 9. 7 times 9 is 63, so I would write 6, 3. Over here, I have 6 on the top and on the side is a 3. If I would multiply 6 and 3, that gives me 18, so I would be writing 1, 8. 6 times 2 is 12, so 1, 2. 6 times 9 is 54, so I would be writing 5, 4. Let's move on this box. The top number is a 5. The side number is a 3. If I would multiply 5 and 3, that gives me 15. So 1, 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So 1, 0. And finally, on this box, I would be multiplying 5 and 9. 5 on the top, 9 at the side, and that gives me 45. So 4, 5. And then we add all the numbers on the same diagonal. There is but only one here, so I have to bring it down. On this diagonal, we have 4, 6, and 4. So 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 4 carry 1 on the next diagonal. So I have now 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15. So 5 carry 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 8 is 11, plus 1 is 12, plus 0 is 12, plus 4 is 16. So I would have my 6 here and carry 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 5 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And then I would bring down 1. So I'm going to copy all the numbers on the side. All the outside number is starting from the top side. So my numbers would be 1, 8, 6, 5, 4, and 3. So 567 times 329 using the lattice method gives me a product of 186,543. So this is how you're going to multiply multi-digit numbers using the lattice method. Okay?